Did you see this today? It's like he's got a show. He's programming. He's bringing in everyone. I saw Rick Scott there the other day from Florida. Byron Donald's there today. We got a whole lineup. JD Vance was there the other day. Donald Trump treating those mornings outside the courthouse in New York City as a kind of primetime, bringing in all his buddies. They're doing the rounds. Here he is introducing the lineup, which is not allowed to peer outside the courthouse. They have to go elsewhere, but they're making the media rounds for him. Here's Donald Trump talking about how unjust all of this is, but who he's got in store for you today, just a couple hours ago. Let's listen in.
He's here. He's going to talk to you. The Speaker of the House is here. We have Byron Donalds. Corey is here. We have a lot of great people here to talk to you. And they won't let them speak here. I guess they want to make it difficult for them to speak. So for some reason, I can speak here, but I'm the only one that's allowed. The gag order has to come off. So when you ask me a question about the people that we're talking about, I'm not allowed to answer. There's never been anything like this in the history of our country. It's a scam. It's election interference at a level that's never taken place before. And now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go into the icebox and sit for a long time. Thank you very much.
Do you hear the reference to the icebox? I'll tell you, the guy's got a sense of humor. You consider everything that's happening right now, and you know what? He's got a heck of a sense of humor. He's been complaining that it's too cold in there. I have a theory that they're trying to keep it cold so they keep him awake so he can't go to sleep because he's bored out of his mind listening to all these people. Can you imagine? That is a special form of torture. Really and truly. Having to sit in that courthouse all day long when you know you could be campaigning, you know you could be doing so much more. Listen, he's making the best of it. This is what you call making lemonade out of lemons, right? When life hands you, the expression, when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade, cream always rises to the top. That's what's going down here. And he's got a new little bit of evidence that I think is going to be a game changer. This is what you call a game changer. This is enormous. So all along, they haven't really been able to prove that there's any kind of crime here. You're like, well, wait, what exactly did he do wrong? I mean, they may not be that seemly, but NDAs are possible. He told me himself. I've told you guys this story before, but I'm just going to tell you. I was at the White House to do an interview with him. This would have been around 2018. And he pulled me aside because some of the Stormy Daniels news had just broken. And he was like, I swear I had nothing. Do you think she's my type? One of the things that's come up is that apparently he wasn't that worried about Melania hearing about Stormy, probably because he was thinking, yeah, there's Melania knows, there's no way that might have happened. Karen McDougal, she kind of had a different look about her. Maybe Melania would have been a little jealous there, but he was like, there's no way. And I'm like, I don't care, right? What do I care? But, when you start to add all this stuff up, it's entirely possible, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, think about this for a second. Not that it matters. Again, none of it matters because they're trying to prove whether or not there was a crime committed here, whether there was campaign fraud that was committed. It does not matter whether he had anything to do with this woman or not. But let's go with his innocence for a second. Suppose, when he said over and over again, not just to me, but to everyone, the world, listen, I had nothing to do with it. Let's just assume that for a second. Again, it's neither here nor there. But you can understand maybe Michael Cohen was concerned that all of these allegations, if there were any out there, could come forward and hurt him. And, the Access Hollywood tape had just happened. Of course, it's entirely logical that people would be like, this is not really good. The question is, did Donald Trump knowingly know, okay, this is probably not good for my campaign, forget whether it's true or not. Anybody can come out of anywhere and say something, and maybe they had a private meeting. Who the heck knows what went down? But even if he's like, okay, there's nothing that happened, even so, if she's saying this, would there have been an incentive to sort of make this story go away?